Hello, my dear ones.
In this video, I'll answer your question. Is Petunia a perennial plant? And can you keep it for next year? Petunia really is a perennial plant in the place where it comes from, in a tropical climate. But in a cooler climate, even where winters aren't extremely cold, like ours, down to about -6 degrees Celsius, it definitely won't survive. It needs warmth. But in a greenhouse, you really can keep a mother plant. Here is one of my mother plants. It has big, beautiful white and dark purple flowers, and a little white one that's really fluffy. It's not some super fancy variety, but it's like a pure white ball. I kept this mother plant, and now I'll show you how you can propagate it. And in fact, you can propagate from cuttings in exactly the same way using the pieces that are left after you trim and shape the plant. Later, when it grows a bit, you'll need to shape it again, and you'll get more cuttings. So you can absolutely propagate your petunia this way. So we cut a little shoot under the heel, slightly on a slant. We always cut off the top. If there are any little flower stems, meaning future flowers have already formed, we always remove them. Otherwise, the cutting won't have the strength to root. See this tiny one here? We carefully cut that off too, so we don't damage the stem. If the cutting keeps spending its energy on flowering, then of course nothing will root. Here we cut off some of the leaves. The cutting shouldn't be too short, but it also shouldn't be too long. We remove all the extra leaves. 3 small leaves are enough to leave on the cutting. If the leaves are large, I trim them down as well. For example, here I've already planted some. The leaves were big, and I trimmed them to roughly this length. That's it. We've removed the leaves and all the flower stems. We dip the end of the cutting into a growth stimulator and plant it into a peat plug. In general, it's best to root them in a plug. It will root in regular soil too, but petunia roots better specifically in a peat plug. We sink the heel so it's completely covered, not too deep, but not too shallow either, so the roots have room to grow. And the main thing is to keep the leaves above the surface. With petunia, it's not like with ivy, so it's quite easy to do this. That's it. We check that nothing is pressed up against anything. Is everything okay? The leaves aren't lying on top of each other. There's a little space between them. Now we cover them with the dome and check again. Is anything touching the sides? Everything is fine. We leave the dome slightly open, about a quarter, for ventilation, and then we'll keep an eye on it. If it gets too dry, we'll close the dome more. If it's too humid, we'll air it out more by opening the vent wider. From here on, you'll need to adjust and monitor things. If your dome doesn't have any vents, just don't forget to air it out from time to time, especially on humid days. There should be neither drought nor excess moisture. As always, we soak the plugs well beforehand. Afterwards, we'll keep checking them and moisten them so they stay consistently damp. That's all there is to it. And this way, in just about 2 weeks, you'll have a nice little plant. In 3 weeks, it may even start to bloom. So what do we do next with this mother plant? Some of you wrote that it's a pity to throw away the mother plant. You don't have to throw it away, of course, but you will have to fuss with it a bit. You'll need to take out the whole root ball, divide it into separate plants, prune everything back, check the roots, and trim them. That certainly takes effort, but you can keep the mother plant if it's really dear to you as a keepsake. Although, of course, it's easier to just take cuttings and grow new plants. Well, that's it, my dears. Now you know how, from a single petunia, even a last year variety plant, you can get many, many new ones. Another good thing about propagation from cuttings is that you completely preserve all the qualities of the flower. Because if you collect seeds, the flower might turn out a little different. It's like our children. They are ours, but they won't necessarily be our exact copy. They can have their own unique traits. But with a cutting, we reproduce all the qualities of the plant. All right, my dears, I love you. Bye bye.